Why I'm not allowed to drink at funerals. I believe that the best way to overcome embarrassment and shame is to talk about it, and this is my most embarrassing story I have for now. 2 years ago, I had 9 wakes in 1 month. One of those wakes was for my great aunt, who was the first person to die in my family since my mom. So I had like an 8-year stretch of not really having to deal with any other deaths besides my mom, so I guess I got lucky in a really weird, fucked up way. We had the regular services and then a repast for my great aunt. And after the repast, I had a 30th birthday party to go to, so keep that in mind. At the repast, at this nice restaurant that put bottles of white and bottles of red wine on the table for us to enjoy at our leisure. And I started to just slowly and nervously sip on the white wine, which is out of character for me because I don't really drink, namely because I know that I'm an emotional drunk, and I also don't really see the payoff in drinking because I get a headache right away. Anyway, I'm slowly sipping on this white wine, and in retrospect, I think it has something to do with my existential crisis. It gets to the point where I go from slowly sipping on the white wine to commandeering the table white wine and drinking straight from the bottle on my own. Yes, I know. Horrible idea. So I'm doing that for the remainder of this meal. When the meal ends, I have a 30th birthday party to go to. I show up at this restaurant and I pull the bottle of white wine from the first restaurant out of my jacket. I am now walking around this bar with a bottle of white wine from another place. There's so many things wrong with that. Bartender said nothing about it though. This restaurant, it's not really a restaurant, it's like an event space. So half of it's a bar, half of it's an event room. At some point, I end up in the event room by myself and I find my friend's phone. And I think, haha, wouldn't it be so funny if I started to photobomb her like it's 2010? So I have my friend's phone, I'm taking all these silly, stupid, funny pictures when I have this other genius idea. What if I moon her? So I set her phone up, I put the timer on, and this is what I was wearing just for reference, and I just show her phone the moon, and I'm making all these silly faces while I'm double cheeked up with my whole face in the picture, when suddenly I'm reminded that the event space has another entrance. And I'm reminded of that fact when I hear the door open and a gaggle of voices head in my direction, okay? So I do what any normal person would have done in this circumstance, and I pull my dress back down. But I did that in such a panic and fury and so fast and so hard that my thong falls to my ankles. So now I have a group of people slowly enclosing on me, and I have to try to pick my thong up off the floor and shimmy it underneath my dress without showing anybody my bush. I, to this day, do not know if I was successful. I don't want to know if I was successful. I am very content with the river they call denial. But I will say there was a lot of middle-aged men that were in that group that spent a lot of time with me after that.